Today, we are going to discuss the different types of power tools you'll encounter on the job site and how to use them properly. Before handling any power tool, it's crucial to wear the appropriate PPE. For this training, you'll need gloves, impact-rated safety glasses, a long-sleeve shirt. Make sure to wear your gloves properly by pulling them up past your wrists, then placing the sleeve of your long-sleeve shirt over them. This ensures your hands, wrists, and arms are fully protected from flying debris. Let's take a look at the saw. With the battery removed, inspect the blade carefully. Check for any missing or damaged teeth. If you notice any, replace the blade before use. A damaged blade can cause rough cuts, excessive vibration, and potential safety hazards. To set the depth of a portable saw, locate the depth adjustment lever near the base of the saw or blade guard. Loosen the lever by pulling or twisting it. Then adjust the depth of the blade, so it extends slightly beyond the material you'll be cutting, typically about a quarter inch below the surface. Once the desired depth is set, tighten the lever to lock it in place. Always double-check the blade depth and ensure it's securely locked before starting your cut. After setting your depth, mark the wood you'll be cutting by using a tape measure to get the exact measurements and marking both sides of the plywood. Remember to always measure twice and cut once. Once you have your measurements, run a chalk line from one mark to the next and snap it into place to create a straight cutting guide. After marking the plywood, connect your battery, making sure to inspect it for any damage before use. Since we are cutting a straight line, align the chalk line with the 0 mark on the saw. Hold the saw firmly and start it, slightly lifting the guard until the blade makes contact with the wood. Never start the saw with the blade already touching the wood, as this can cause kickback and potentially lead to injury. Now, let's take a look at a sawzall. As always, inspect the equipment with the power source disconnected. After checking the saw, inspect the blade for any broken or damaged teeth. To install the blade, twist the knob at the top and insert the blade until it clicks into place. When starting your cut, align the blade with the marked piece of wood. Start cutting slowly, gradually increasing speed. Once the blade is fully penetrated, let the machine do the work, never force the blade through the material. The last piece of equipment we'll look at today is a grinder. At Five Guys Roofing, we use two types of grinding pads, a concrete blade and a foam pad. We'll cover both. When using any type of blade, it's crucial to wear a respirator, safety glasses, gloves and a long-sleeve shirt, as the dust created can become airborne and pose a risk to your health. To put on a respirator, first adjust the straps to ensure a snug fit around your head. Place the respirator over your nose and mouth, making sure the seal is tight to prevent any air from leaking in. Check for any gaps around the edges and adjust if necessary for a proper fit. Before using a portable grinder, inspect the tool for any visible damage, including checking the battery and handle for wear. Ensure the blade is securely attached and free of cracks or defects. If the blade is damaged or dull, replace it before use. Remember, every tool is required to be used with a guard. Concrete often contains a substance called silica, which is a natural mineral and a key component of materials like sand, quartz, and granite. In its crystalline form, when inhaled, silica particles can attach to the lungs and cause permanent scarring. Prolonged exposure to silica dust can lead to a lung disease called silicosis, which can be fatal. Always wear the proper respirator to protect yourself and prevent long-term health issues. Next, we'll switch to a foam pad. When changing pads, it's important to remove the battery and always follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper pad installation and usage. For this pad, it's a simple twist-on mechanism. Twist the pad until it locks securely in place. Once you're on the roof and fall protection has been installed, proceed to the area where you'll be grinding. As always, respirators are required. Adjust your lanyard to be tight when approaching the unprotected edge. Start grinding and remember to actively move the grinder, applying as little pressure as possible to avoid removing more foam than intended. Lastly, we'll do a 3-course repair around the area that we grind down. Put on rubber gloves, ensuring they cover the sleeves of your long-sleeve shirt to prevent any material from getting on your wrists. When grinding foam, you remove the waterproofing glaze, so always apply putty and fabric to seal the area properly. Remember to fully cover the area with putty to ensure the fabric properly adheres to the roof deck. Remember to always keep red tags with you. If there's an issue with a piece of equipment, make sure to fill it out properly, including the date, item, problem, and contact information. After filling it out, set it aside and give it to your supervisor. Thank you for attending the safety meeting, and I hope you found the video helpful.